Hello everybody and welcome back to my Binding of Isaac series in which we tried to achieve 100%. In the last episode, we unfortunately took a death. It wasn't great. We ended up just sort of taking too much damage on one room on the womb and it just overwhelmed us, and unfortunately we did end up dying. No Samson win for us, but I think this time we're going to head back in. I think I'm going to try and play Eve and get a few more unlocks as Eve. She's a pretty good character. Something to talk about as well is I have introduced 2 new mods to the series. Neither of them add items. In fact, oh god, what have I done? In fact, what they do is something quite special, and I think you'll quite like. They add external item descriptions to all items, cards, pills in the game, so you can see exactly what they do without picking them up or without me describing what they do to you. So, those of you that sort of find it difficult to know what's going on in this game, if you haven't played it much, or if you're trying to learn it yourself, it's going to really help you, and I think also it's going to help me know what items are part of what transformations, and there's going to be a few items that I don't know what they do, so that's going to really help out some of the newer ones, and also, it includes, the second mod is, I've included the Afterbirth packs into those, so now we get descriptions for the Afterbirth items, which is a lot of items I really don't know. There's so many in there that I don't know what they do, so it's really nice to, oh my god, it's really nice to be able to see what all of the items do, and it's going to be nice for the viewers as well. It's going to help you guys out a lot. It's also going to make picking out what items are modded and what items aren't much easier for you guys, I'd hope. I don't like this situation at all. There we go, that's why. Oh my god. This is difficult. I don't know what to do here. Can you, Dead Bear, can you, like, latch onto one of these at least? Now, we're killing these in, like, 2 or 3 hits, which is really nice, but I still don't like the 2 champions being next to each other. I mean, 1 champion I can deal with, but 2 next to each other is just too difficult. I mean, come on now, Isaac. Be game. Oh, God. So, something actually, if we can manage to kill this guy, we should be okay. Something actually I've been wanting to speak about, well, I say speak about, something I've been wanting to sort of change with this series. We're going to just have to take this as a question mark, we have no idea. The black bean, oh my god, that's terrible. That's really not good at all. We poison things when we get hit, yay. So our health is obviously in a pretty dire state right now, which is not great. We'll head down to the next room though and see what happens. Got a tinted rock and stone chest there. But yeah, something I've been wanting to sort of, I wouldn't say change, kind of tweak with this series is, so do you know my commentary style on all games, there we go, a death unfortunately. It was of course going to happen, we were at such low health there, but we'll start a new one, no worries. We've got a rainbow poop there, that's relatively good. But something like I wanted to change is, do you know my commentary style is very much educational with comedy and sort of like funny moments in between my personality, my sort of comedic style, like sort of mixed into it, and that's kind of how I do like to keep my commentary. It's sort of my style and how I think what makes me unique from other YouTubers. I think that's what like my sort of unique style. But something I did want to try is changing this series specifically up a little bit to basically throw in some of my own personal stories and like some of my own like things that have happened in my life, funny or just otherwise, because I think that this series, although it's not got as much views as Enter the Gungeon, it does have its own viewership. It does have its own, like, there's a certain amount of you that watch this very regularly. There's about 20 or so of you that watch this very regularly. And so, I think we can sort of make a little community out of that. And I think adding this aspect to this series is going to add its own a little bit of personal flavour, rather than it just being me playing this game. And I know that is still entertaining as it is. That's why you keep watching, obviously. But I think adding something a little extra could give some longevity to the series and maybe make it a bit more approachable to newer people. I'm not sure, but either way. So I think I'm going to start this off by talking about some school stories, I guess. So we got Lord of the Flies, mid-range fly orbital, or follows your movement pattern, 3-second delay, Isaac seers pass through the baby, and double and increase in damage. I'm going to go with the orbital. I'd rather have an orbital here. And so basically, I'm going to go into some just random stories about my life. And I think, like I said, starting off, school is a pretty good place to start, because I've got so many stories at school. So I'm 21 now, so I've been out of school for a while. I left school when I was about 16, and I've been in there since I was like 12. So talk about high school here. It's a bit, well, it'll be secondary school, not high school for me. It's a bit different than the American education system and a few other countries as well. But we do primary school, and then secondary school, and then college, and then university. But yes, in secondary school, that'll be about 14 or 15, there's this very popular food item called a froob. I don't know if you guys know about froobs. I don't know how commonplace they are in other countries. They do sound like them from another country anyways, but I'm not sure how commonplace they are. But for those of you that don't know, it's basically like a sort of plastic tube of yogurt, and basically you sort of squeeze it into your mouth. It sounds a bit gross, but they were very, very popular, and they're actually quite nice. But they were very, very, very common. Oh, goddamn. Don't lose my deal with the devil. Very common, like, packed lunch items. People that brought their lunch from home, it was a very common item to have in your lunch. And from this came a term known as froobing. Now, froobing, for some strange reason, the people at my school decided that it would be fun to hit people over the head very hard with these plastic yogurt-filled little things. And not to hurt them. It didn't actually hurt at all. My god, so many batteries. It didn't actually hurt at all. The point was for the froob to explode at one end, dousing whoever you hit or whatever you hit in a lot of yogurt. And one day, sat in the cafeteria, oh my god, lost my deal with the devil again. I'm just hating life right now. I suppose I'll take my reflection. It's not terrible. Yeah, one day, so I'm sitting in the cafeteria, and so my friend walks up to my friend that I'm sat with and just hits him over the head with one. And absolutely covers him in yogurt, and it was fucking hilarious. It sounds super childish, but we weren't like 13, 14, 15, something along those lines. And yeah, it was so funny. Actually a lot of yogurt related instances in my school. I don't really know why. I don't know why that was the item of choice. I'm actually waiting for my orbital to come around here instead of risking my life. I don't know why that was the item of choice. Another battery to attack people with. But it was also, like, my school was, I wouldn't say it was amazing. I wouldn't say it was terrible. But it was definitely below average for the area. And because of that, it actually got knocked down 2 years after I left it. That's how bad it was. But that's beside the point. Because of that, it wasn't the cleanliest of schools, let's say. I'm very sad that I wasted a bomb on that as well. And one day, my friend decided... Well, actually, no, was it my friend or was it me? It might have been me. Decided to throw a yogurt at the wall. This was in, like, year 7 out... No, year 8 out of 11. So, I had another few years there to go, and I lobbed this at the wall. I don't know, because I wanted to. I was a child. That's beyond the point. But, I did it, and it was never, ever, ever cleaned. Ever. Like, I mean, literally never cleaned. Basically meaning... For 3 years, there was a sort of green-coloured stain on the walls, forever marking my presence at that school. And, yeah, I don't really get to this day why it was never clean, but it never was, and, oh, it was hilarious. There was also the words, "Tyler is a pedo," etched into one wall in yogurt as well. I don't know why yogurt, but it was, and that was quite funny. I do know the guy that it was talking about, and I have to say, I don't think he was a pedo. Definitely not, but it was funny nonetheless. And that stayed there until the school got knocked down. Oh, good times. I miss school. I know it's boring. You have to sit through things, but my god, I do miss it. You will too. We got the deal with the devil still. I'm very happy. Oh my god, it's time to risk it all. It's time to risk it all. Do. There we go. Let's head down to our next floor. Now, Guppy's paw, if you didn't see that, lets you turn 1 red heart into 3 soul hearts, and Guppy's tail makes room drops more likely to be chests. So, both pretty good, and both Guppy items, 1 off the transformation, feeling pretty good. Also, in permanent Horror Babylon, so we've got a lot higher damage and a lot higher speed. Very, very nice in the long run there. I think that works out great. But yeah, another funny story. This is about this lad called Tyler that the inscrawled message was about. So this guy was, I don't know, he was a bit of an odd dude, but I mean there was nothing wrong with him per se. He was just a bit peculiar. But some people, he was in the year above me, but some people in his year managed to convince him that the school's network was hacked and to give him his username and password for his school computer. For some reason he did it. I mean, that's his fault. Why would you ever do that? And so, what they did is, they went through all of his work. I don't know if you guys did GCSEs. I don't know exactly what the protocol is everywhere else, but we did GCSEs, which are just like exams, and you get those, and they help you get into college and things like that. And we're going through, this is food tech we're doing, so in food tech, it was obviously you cooked. That was part of the like exams, but also you did a lot of theory where you'd write down about like methodology and cooking times and all different things like that. And so a lot came from that. And in one of our projects, so we had to just, like I said, fill out the methodology of one of our cooking methods, and write about why we did it, how we did it, different variations, all that sort of stuff. And these people that managed to get Tyler's password thought it would be hilarious to fill his work, and I mean fill, like literally fill all of his work with turds. Just pictures of turds everywhere. It was like a PowerPoint presentation. We all had to make them, but his was just full of turds. Whoa. What the hell? This thing's fast. He's shooting so quick. But yeah, absolutely full to the brim with turds. It was absolutely hilarious when we were sat there in the cooking room, just on the computers, and the teacher comes over to take a look at his work and just yells, "Tyler, why are your work covered in toads?" Oh my god, it was hilarious. He just, because obviously he was none the wiser to what had happened, so he was just sat there like, I don't know. There's like pictures of like, I don't know, like cottage pies and things like that, and oh, that's very nice. And there they are, just pictures of random turds next to his recipes and next to his theory, and oh my god, there's absolutely no explanation, no way of covering up for it. Like, what could you possibly say? There is no reason in cooking to have turds there. Oh, our cooking GCSE. So the way that I don't know what you call them in your country or wherever you guys are from, but in the UK, the way that our schools worked, where we'd have from year 10 onwards, but my school started at year 9. My school was odd, but from year 10 onwards, we would have options in which we would choose what GCSEs we did. We had a few mandatory ones like maths, English, science, but then we got to choose what other ones we did. And when we chose them, we'd have a full day, a full 6 50-minute lessons of that one subject, and we'd do 2 of those a week. And so, like I said, in my first year, we had cooking. I had cooking, and I also did media, so film study sort of thing. And it was pretty good. I really liked it. There were some really fun times. So, part of the mum transformation. Orbital causes bleeding, which deals 10 times damage of the enemy's total health every 5 seconds. 10% that is, not 10 times. 10 times would be great. But yeah, so it was really fun, and I was in it with a lot of friends, so had a really good time there. I didn't mean to pick that up. I really don't want to be taking too much HP. Actually, let's just do that. There we go. We might get Deal the Devil, so that might have been a bad idea, but oh well. But yeah, like... So we had a lot of fun times in there. Like, one of the funniest things I think we did in cooking is in the IT room, as previously mentioned. We sat next to the radiator. Now, not particularly interesting sitting next to a radiator. Whoop-de-fucking-do. But me and my friend thought it would be really funny, or really like experimental, to see what would happen. Ball of bandages. What would happen if ooh. No. Do you know what? I'm good with that. I'm good. But I thought it'd be a really good idea just to test out what would happen if you placed a jelly baby, the sweet, a jelly baby, on top of the radiator. Now, we found out pretty darn quickly that they melt. And they melt into molten lava. Now, they heated up to ridiculous heats. Absolutely ridiculous. It was incredibly hot. Like, just touching it was the worst thing ever. I think I touched it once and it was horrible. But we found out that in the process of cooling, it became the strongest superglue known to man. Like, ridiculous. It, like, caramelized and just became the strongest superglue I've ever known. And it got everywhere. Absolutely everywhere, as you can imagine. I will open that up for the sun card. I'm still not a fan of the fact that we can see cards without having taken them, but it's a small price to pay for the oh god, small price to pay for the ability to see item descriptions. But yeah, so we discovered absolute molten lava super glue, and it got everywhere, including on the floor, and we thought, I don't know, let's see how strong this super glue is. Not taking Mum's toe. Definitely Mum's toenail even. Horrible. But yeah, so we did some tests, and we saw that it was on the floor and thought, you know what, let's test how strong the super glue really is. and we put the chair leg, the swivel chair, like computer chair, we put the leg on top of it. Now, we let it set for like a minute, maybe less, and then we proceeded to pick up the chair and to find out that the chair's leg was taken completely off. The chair's leg was taken completely off it. It was that strong. It pulled the leg off of the chair. Now, we were baffled by this, and also quite scared, because we were in a room with a teacher. Well, the teacher wasn't there currently, obviously, otherwise this wouldn't have happened. But we were in a room where a teacher was about to come back into, with a chair without a leg, and the chair stuck to seemingly nothing on the floor. And we didn't really know what to do. So we kind of panicked, and just kind of left, hoping that no one would realise it was us, just moved seats and thought, you know what, yep, we'll leave that there. But then to add to this story, years later, and I mean 3 years later, we come back into the same room, as we would sometimes, because it was a fairly common used IT room when others were unavailable, only to find that the radiator, said radiator that we had melted it to, was absolutely covered on the back, not the front side, but on the top and back, absolutely covered in just this brown, sticky sludge. It had stayed there for 3 years. 3 years it had stayed there. My God. I don't know what was going on. Crazy. Like, it hadn't melted away. It hadn't been cleaned. It was just congealed and horrible and all stuck on there. And, oh, I don't know. I just found it hilarious that I was going to a school where something like that could happen. Oh, I have so many stories from school. So yeah, I know that this is a bit of a strange segment for the Isaac episodes, and it might become a bit more regular. It really depends what you guys think. I don't know what you guys thought of that stupid little story, but I don't know. It's something that I found funny in my childhood. Maybe you guys did too. But yeah, if you guys kind of want this to become a bit more of a regular occurrence, I can throw in a bit more personal stories. I have rather a few, and I can talk about just what's been going on with me recently. I'll try and stay away from my job and work, just simply because I don't need to talk about that. Nothing really interesting happens there anyways, but like just things that have happened to me recently that are interesting. Let's try and think of some. I was stood in a queue at a shop, and a man exclaimed, not to me, just exclaimed, "Ooh, a Joker card. It's rather useful. I'll take that now, actually." And we are the Gupster. We are the Guppy. I should have taken those the other way around, shouldn't I? Ah, well. Oh, well. But yes, he rather loudly exclaimed, I wouldn't say loudly, but the people in the queue could hear, that all gays should die. Now, I am of the opinion that that is very, very wrong. Like, that should never be said. People have a right to their own choice and can do whatever they want. Like, and this man just decided, do you know what? I'm going to tell everyone in here my own opinions on the matter. So, me being me, I do like fruitcake, by the way. Fruitcake is randomized tier effects, very lewdly. Me being me, I decided to interject and say, now that's not right, dude. You can't say that. Like, you can't just be saying things like that. And then he said, to add to his already heinous act, he then said, yeah, the lesbians, the rapists, and the murderers, they should all go. And I was mind blown that this man could group them three archetypes of people together. How on earth, in any delusion, can you group lesbians with rapists? I just don't understand it. What a deluded person. Now, I mean, hopefully I'll never see the man again, and that's that, but I don't feel good knowing that there's someone in my city that believes that. How are you, like, I just don't get how you function normally when they're your thoughts. Like, ooh, what's that? Fly enemies are friendly. I'll take it, I guess. But yes, that seems like not only a very outdated worldview, but the fact that he told everyone, the fact that he just was open about that. Why would you tell people that? It's just, baffles me. That's something that happened to me recently. And what baffles me more about it is that I don't live in a very anti-gay area. I don't think I live in an anti-gay area at all. I think that the area that I live in is actually quite gay-friendly. And so it perplexed me even more than it would have done normally. Like, I don't know. People are strange, aren't they? No items, unfortunately, from that. That was actually a complete waste of keys. Didn't get any keys back. Very, very sad there. Very sad indeed. We will use the stars card to save a key. Unfortunately, we're going to have to come back to that dice shard if it's terrible. And it is worth dice sharding, so I'll have to come back to that dice shard. But it saves us a key, so it's worth doing. Ah! Hello. Hello, my fellow friends. What's this? 2 of spades. I guess we'll use it. Go back and we'll re-roll that. So the big fan is not bad. It slows down your orbital speeds along with being an orbital itself. Fairly low damage though. We can have a little read of it here. Big fat orbital. That's all you need to know.
Dice
but
shard.
Are you kidding me? Nah, mate. I had that and it killed me. So don't think so. I don't know why the game's so insistent in giving me mark, but I really don't want it. I really don't want it. And then here's a slightly lighter story. This isn't even a story, really. This is just something that happened. So near me is just a local shop, and it's okay. It's reasonably priced, but it's not cheap. It's just okay. But the sneaky devils are pricing items over what they are labelled on the packaging. And I'm like, excuse me. Excuse me. I don't think so. I called them on it. I've called them like 3 times now and they're still not changed what they do. Like, you should be changing that considering I'm calling you out on it so much. It's not working, obviously. Because, by law, they have to sell it at what the package says. Like, they can't sell above that. You can sell below it, but you can't sell above it. So, they're technically committing like a crime. I mean, it's probably not jail sentence, but we'll probably get fined for it. They're not meant to be doing it. I'm calling them out on it, and they continue doing it, and it's just, ooh. It's like, come on, guys. Come on now. Let's go to our shop, shall we? It's greed, god damn it. Did it have to be greed? Steam sale's nice, though. Steam sale's very nice. Ooh, a bit more money. Not that we need it at the minute, but it's still good to have. Can you not hit the bomb away from the fires I was trying to get? I love doing this. I'll forget that last one. I can't be using another bomb for that. But yes, the sneaky devils at the shop. So this has been a 20-minute segment of my life. Grants a beehive orbital. Whenever Isaac finishes a room, bees block shots but flee when Isaac is injured. Okay, I like that. Whenever I finish a room, I get an extra bee. If I get hit, I lose my bees. Good to know. I never knew it did that. I've had it multiple times and never knew that's what it did. So I'm happy to know that now. It seems pretty damn useful, actually. Right. Oh, goddamn. What if we let's take this pill. Puberty. Puberty's not actually bad. I don't know why it triggers the bad sound effect. Oh, a tinted rock. I see a sneaky little boy. You think you can hide from me? I don't think so, boy. I don't think so. But now we're like Mr. Orbital. We've got bees and flies and bees. All around me are familiar faces. One-up places. Oh my god, I accidentally destroyed that. Nah, I'm gonna take that as well. Explosive diarrhea. Don't really want to get down with that. I love having a randomized CS. Fruitcake is probably one of my favourite items in Isaac. That and car battery are like my favourite items. Right, calm down. There we go. We'll open that up. More soul heart drops. Honestly, that's probably better, so I'll take that. And we've got Red Mum here. Red Mum's not perfect, but we'll try her out. I would like to go to the deal with the devil if possible. And it should be possible, I would imagine. Did I say deal with the devil or did I say boss rush? Because I meant boss rush. Right, take that HP. No! I didn't mean to take it. Oh, we got the deal with the devil still. Come on, let us take something. Oh my god, it's Guppy. Thank god. I didn't mean to take it because it'll take us out of Horror Babylon. So I'm glad that I could trade that HP away. So we got that. You know, piercing shots. I'll go with piercing shots and we'll try this out. I don't know if we've already completed it as this guy, but if we haven't, than we have now. Unless we did it last episode. We might have done it last episode. Who knows? Either way, it's going to be good for us to do anyways, so we might as well. Another soul heart, that's rather nice. Is that the adversary or the fallen or the forsaken? Forsaken it is. I always get them names confused. I'm liking our tiers now, though. I'm liking our tiers. Now, I'm kind of regretting taking the boomerang tiers. They're not particularly amazing for us, but they're not horrible either, so... My god, you died quick. You died fast, boy. There we go. Yeah, we need to get rid of those. There we go. So we can shoot over the rocks and not have to worry. Same with this rock here as well. Where are you? Carrying Queen! Come on, boy. We've got a decent amount of little bees now as well. I think there is a maximum bees you can have, but they did just leave from us anyways because we got hit. Shame, shame. Oh my god, the amount of spiders we produce is... flies we produce is great. I'm loving it. Do. Oh, it's Gertie. Hello, Gerdas. Little Gertie boy. Are these... Yeah, this is the champion version. Now, if you get a champion mum, your boss rush is also all champions. Which is both a good and a bad thing. Depends on what champion it is. Every boss has 2 champion variants, so it depends on which one it is. It really does. Oh, goddamn. Ah, fuck. Back. Right. I'm going to have to pause really quickly and check something. Nah, it's fine. Just my Discord server. I thought I'd had a text from my girlfriend, but nope. Just my Discord server. Not quite the same thing. Just as important, but not quite the same thing. Ah, adversary, no. Don't do it, Papa. Don't do it. Haha, Angel. Die to my fly. Die to my fly army. I love that, the like, death shot. I don't know what else to call it. The sort of lit up shot. The science shot, maybe you can call it. That's what Northern Line calls it, at least, so that kind of works. But I love the way that it returns to us and does, like, extra damage. Now, Monstro 2. That was pretty rude of you, wasn't it? I've got a really, really itchy nose. The downside of being male. You get hairs in your nose, and they itch like fuck. That is the only downside. Science has proved it. What are you doing, dude? That's not where I am. Science has proven it. There's someone over here. There he is. Well, he was easy. And he gave us 3 black hearts too, so I don't mind you at all. Come on now. Another black heart over here. Cool. Right, I'm just going to sit over here, and yeah. Easy, easy, easy. We don't have any more shops, unfortunately. I was hoping we had another shop, but we don't. That's a bit scurry. We're hitting enemies by accident with all the flies as well, which is rather nice. Our flies do a decent amount of damage. They do like 14 per fly, which is really good. Really, really good. That's why the guppy transformation is very overpowered. Very overpowered indeed. Makes rooms like this an absolute breeze. Oh god. Says that and gets hit twice. Hey, you dead boy. Pete, stay away. Stay away from my fly army. You die now, Pete. I just literally, I pushed my fly army just next to him. Easy. And we completed this for the first time as well. And Sad Onion is a worthy reward. Let's head down to the next floor. Yeah, head down to the next floor. It doesn't actually matter that I had that red heart when I panicked either, because I can use the guppy's paw to get rid of it. It's nice using having Guppy's Paw when you're playing as Eve, because it means you can pick up red hearts and they still worth something, without them ruining your chances of the thing. You know what I mean? Core of Babylon. That's a lot of bombs, right there. So our health is in a really good state right now. It could definitely get worse over the course of these 2 floors, but I don't expect it to be too bad. Simply because we have so much damage in our flies that nothing can stop us. You're making mac and cheese and nobody can stop you. As it were. That's another thing as well. I make a mean mac and cheese. Actually, you've seen this on the Isaac series. I might have mentioned this on my Enter the Gungeon one. I can't remember. It might have even been just last episode of Isaac, but something I do want to talk about is soon, or hopefully soon, I'm going to be doing some 4 Souls gameplay. Going to be playing some of that live and in the flesh, which should be pretty cool. It's a really good game. For those of you that haven't played it, or don't own it, or haven't seen anything about it, can you open up, please? Come on. you really should try and give it a go. You can get it online now, or like the actual physical version. What is this? Come on. Or you can play it on Tabletop Simulator. It's preferably played with 3 players or more, but it can be played with 2 or... kind of hard to play with 1, but it can be played with 2. But it's an incredible game. Very complex, very, very, very fun. There we go. You are Dunyan Rings. I will do this for the chance at an item, even though I have 4 Guppy items already, which are like the best items you can get from there anyways. But we don't have Guppy's head, and I'd take Guppy's head right now. As well as all enemies in the room. I will save that pail for later. Easy. Come on, Chub. Come at me, bro. Haha. We actually gained health from going into that room. I feel rewarded. No, that's not a reward, though. Come on now. Come on now. Got him. Oh, shit, you got me. I got him, he got me. Like, I'm back and forth. Little Loki, you are absolutely creamed. What do you think you're doing? I will take the altar. And I'll also take this. And I'll use the altar. I'm very happy with that. It turns your familiars into deal the devil items. Very happy with that. Got a lot of damage. And we can take this and then do that. And we're back up to the same health. What a plan. And we got a decent fire rate up. We're at 4 now, which is generally not possible. But with some, not all, but some modded items, the coder forgets, I don't know if it's forgets or on purpose, but usually I think it's forgets to put the cap on fire rate. Normally you can only get to 5, and a lot of modded items seem to break that cap and put you down to 4 or lower, and I do think that is an error in the code. I think basically what they've done there is they've not told the item to say if fire rate 5 then don't go any lower. It just applies the -2 tier delay no matter what, which I mean it's good for me. Hey, the parasite, nice. It's good for me, but it is a bit overpowered sometimes, and that's why Brunch, a modded item, gave us a fire rate of 4, which puts us in an incredibly good state, especially with our now much higher damage. Guess I'll take that. I would go in there, but 2 Soul Hearts for not much, considering we already have everything we could ever want. All I ever wanted was just to see you smiling. Absolutely stomping. If you're wondering where we're getting random black hearts from, it's from an item called Serpent's Kiss, which is randomly being applied on certain shots. We just got that, dude. It's randomly being applied to certain shots from our fruitcake. Ooh. This boy better die. There you go. Hey. You dead now, boy. Right. That's a lot of money. I guess we'll take it. Ow. I shouldn't have done it. It got me hit. Right. You are going down, dude. Oh, you're already down. Sorry. Oh, do I want to do Hush? The run's too good not to. I'm sorry. It's just too good not to. The Hush is an incredibly hard boss fight. We may well die here. I'd actually say it's a pretty strong possibility that we'll die. So I'm going to go shop. Hope there's a key for sale. There isn't. Alright. Blow up that. I'll buy that. Fortunately, there isn't. It's a shame. That's nice. But unfortunately, not going to be able to get into the rest of these. Crawl spaces are fairly common in here, so I will blow these up. Soul Heart there as well. Rather nice. Rather nice indeed. And we shall... Retrovision. Nah, I'm good. I'll take the card though, see what that is. It's the tower. Not that good. Unfortunately, can't get into any of these, which is a shame. And we'll head in here. We use our pill. I can see forever. I was hoping that was our I'm drowsy, but I must have accidentally got rid of that. Now, this boss fight is of the very difficult variety. Like, my reflection might actually make this almost not possible because we can't get close enough to him. But we can only try. See, that's just the start. This is the real boss fight. Now, just gotta weave in between his shots. And Guppy's going to be doing a lot of the work here. This guy is quite the big fan of boss armor, if you can't tell already. He has a massive amount of damage reduction so that you can't deal too much damage to him at once, which is fine. It apparently makes the fight more epic, but in my opinion, making it last longer artificially. But in my opinion, you should be rewarded for the power you have, and that's how it should work. It's a lot of flies. Give us some black hearts. Damn it, not black hearts. But that's how it should work in my opinion. But I don't know. It does make the boss harder, I suppose. It makes you have to spend longer fighting him. So I suppose it's not terrible. But I don't know. We'll just fight him and see how it goes. Now this attack is horrible when he's slowed. So I don't really know. I don't know what slowed him. Maybe it was. Oh, actually, I know what slowed him. We got Spider Bite. Spider Bite slows. That's fine. Shit. You just have to stand still for this and hope for the best. Stand still and hope for the best. There we go. We're doing really well, actually. Really well. We can get a Hush ticked off early. That's going to be really nice. Hush, like I said, is an incredibly hard boss that only certain runs can stand up to. And one of those is any guppy run. Any guppy run can stand up to Hush. As long as you have the HP to suffice to, like, support it. Any guppy run can kill him, I think. This is an annoying attack. When he's slowed, though, it should be a bit easier, but we're going to have to move quite far away. No blanks, unfortunately, so we just have to hope we can dodge. I'm just going to have to sit here and hope and pray. Come on. He's dead. Oh, yeah, boy. Oh, yeah, boy. Now. Well, is this just going to end the run? Because I'm going to be sad if it does. What's going on? I keep hearing tink, 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 tink. Now, let's go and donate some before we end this run, because we've got so much money. It jammed after 3 cents. That's retarded. Right. Will this end the run? It did. Oh, and I skipped the ending as well. What a fool. You've unlocked the void. I skipped the ending as well. Can I find that ending again? I'm sorry, people. I didn't mean to. Endings. What would it be? Ending 18. Nope, it's not ending 18. Ending 17. It is. There you go. Oh, shit. Oh my god. That was pretty cool. I liked the way that was. I liked the way it were. But we are doing pretty well. That was a really, really good run. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Unfortunately, we didn't get the kill we wanted. We wanted an Isaac kill there. But we can't complain too much. It was still a successful run. We added a little bit of extra commentary in there. A little bit of new stuff that I hope you guys enjoy. Please let me know in the comments whether this is something that you're interested in the future. And I'll try and sort of merge it a bit more into the runs as we go forward. And let me know if you like the new mod as well. I really hope you guys enjoy it. It should help a lot of you out a lot. I know one of you in the comments recently said about it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.